Hey guys, what is going on? New York Giants versus Los Angeles Rams prediction and preview. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video for my final score prediction for this game. So these two teams, they're pretty different. I had the Rams at number 1 on my power ranking at one point, and the Giants have never gotten above, I believe, number 27. But one thing that is oddly similar about these two teams is their defenses have really not lived up to expectations this year. Yes, the Rams defense is still better than the Giants defense, but the Rams had like the number 1 defense last season, and they really haven't played up to my expectations this season. The Giants defense, they had a good defense last season, but it's really playing really bad right now. So let's take a look at these stats for both these teams, because honestly, these stats for both these teams are more similar than I thought they would be, because in my book, the Rams are way better than the Giants, but their stats say, they're actually not too far apart. Stats-wise, numbers-wise, I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else, I'm just saying numbers-wise. So let's look at defense here. Overall, the Rams defense ranks 30th, while the Giants defense ranks 26th overall. The Rams run D ranks 19th overall, while the Giants run D ranks 27th overall. And this is one that really surprised me. So the Giants pass defense ranks 22nd overall, while the Rams pass defense ranks 23rd overall. Like, wow, that really surprised me. I mean, they've basically given up the same number of yards. The Giants have given up 1,351 passing yards, while the Rams have given up 1,355 passing yards. But the thing is, the Giants are still giving up a crazy high completion percentage to opposing quarterbacks. Right now, their average completion percentage for opposing quarterbacks is 74%. What? 74%? Completion percentage for opposing quarterbacks? And then here we can see the Giants defense is giving up more points per game than the Rams defense. So right now the Giants defense is giving up the 7th most points per game, giving up an average of 27.8 points per game, while the Los Angeles Rams are giving up the 21st most points per game in the NFL, giving up an average of 23.2 points per game. So now let's take a look at the numbers for the offensive side of the ball. So the Rams offense ranks 8th overall, while the Giants offense ranks 23rd overall. The Rams rushing offense ranks 23rd overall, while the Giants rushing offense ranks 24th overall. But the thing to keep in mind here is both these teams aren't running the ball that much. The Rams have run the ball 128 times this season, while the Giants have run the ball 120 times this season. Compare that to the number 1 rushing offense up here in the Cleveland Browns, who have run the ball 175 times, or the Dallas Cowboys number 2 up here, who have run the ball 163 times. So both these teams aren't running the ball a ton, but both these teams aren't running the ball a ton for 2 different reasons. For the Rams, they have Matthew Stafford on this offense and Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. They just don't feel like they need to run the ball. They are better off letting Matthew Stafford throw, and especially to those 2 wide receivers who can get separation, get yak. But then for the Giants, they have been needing to throw the ball to keep themselves in games because this defense has been playing so bad. Also, Daniel Jones has been playing well, so letting him throw the ball down the field has really been beneficial for this offense. And this makes a ton of sense when we look at the passing offenses for both these teams. The Rams have the number 2 ranked passing offense in the league, while the Giants have the number 8 ranked passing offense in the league. The Rams are, not surprisingly, putting up more points on offense. They're putting up the 13th most points in the league, averaging 28.2 points per game, while the Giants are scoring the 26th most points in the league, scoring 20.6 points per game. So yeah, the Giants definitely need to score more, especially with the way this defense is playing. I mean, they have a bottom 10 offense scoring-wise. So I honestly thought we were going to see a bigger difference in these numbers, right? Because it seems like the Rams have been playing so much better than the Giants. But there is one stat that I think could really describe how this game is going to go for both of these teams and what could decide this game. So let's take a look at these sack numbers. So the Los Angeles Rams have the 6th most sacks in the league right now with 14 sacks, and that's 4 behind the number 1 team, which is the Chicago Bears, who have 18 sacks. Then down here at 29, the New York Giants have 8 sacks on the season, which is 1 off from the least number of sacks in the league, which is 7. That's held by the Kansas City Chiefs. So yeah, the Giants are tied with 3 other teams for the second to last, or the second to least number of sacks. Does that sound right? They have the second least sacks. I don't know how to word that. A huge problem for this Giants defense has been that they have not been able to get pressure on opposing quarterbacks, which is shown by this number of sacks that they've got this season. And you cannot give Matthew Stafford time in the pocket. I mean, eventually Cooper Kupp is going to get open. Eventually Robert Woods is going to get open. Eventually Tyler Higbee is going to get open. Eventually Van Jefferson is going to get open. They have so many players that are so skilled on this offense. If they let Matthew Stafford just sit there, I mean, Deshaun Jackson is going to be down the field and Matt Stafford's going to throw like a 70-yard touchdown pass to him. That's what I think could decide this game for the Giants. Them not being able to get pressure. I think that's what's going to make them lose this game. You cannot give this Rams offense time. They are so good. Sean McVay is such a great offensive mind. If you give Matthew Stafford time in that pocket, he's going to be throwing 70-yard touchdown passes, 60-yard touchdown passes. It's just going to be too easy. And we're seeing that the Rams can get sacks, right? And this Giants offensive line, it's been okay, right? But Andrew Thomas didn't play last week, and we really saw the play of this offensive line go down. And the question is, will Andrew Thomas play this week? If Nate Solder is in at left tackle, this could be really, really bad for the Giants because this Rams team can get sacks. And if the Giants don't have time to throw the ball down the field, this offense is not going to play well. Also, just anytime a team faces Aaron Donald, you have to be nervous. Like, you can never not be nervous about Aaron Donald, and I am not excited to see Aaron Donald as a Giants fan this Sunday. The other thing is the Giants are going to be down key players. Saquon Barkley is not playing this game. Kenny Golladay is not playing this game. Daniel Jones, we don't know if he is going to play yet. Obviously, if Daniel Jones doesn't play, it's pretty clear that the Giants are going to lose this game. I mean, never say never, but this is already a tough matchup, and without having your starting quarterback, your starting running back, your starting number one wide receiver, it could get tough, right? So if Daniel Jones is starting, I still think this is going to be a tough game for the Giants. It's just going to be so hard to keep up with this Rams offense, especially because I don't think this defense is going to be able to get pressure on Matthew Stafford. And if you can't, I don't know who is stopping this Rams offense. So with that being said, here's my final score prediction. I have the Rams winning this one, 31-21. I just don't see this Giants offense being able to keep up with this Rams offense. And yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Make sure you drop a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace.